So now we want to head out of Lake Hylia? Lake Hylia. And we are going to continue doing some more side quests as time goes on. See you in a moment. Actually, I'm not going to cut ahead, because there's something to do right after we exit. Alright, what you're going to want to do is bring out the bombs. And you want to climb up this ladder, because it's the only way to get over this fence. And jump down into the gated area. And you want to throw bombs sort of right around there, and there is a hole. Oh wait, need the Deku shield. Alright, you win! In return for sparing me, I will sell you a piece of heart. 1 piece for 10 rupees, it is. Alright, so for 10 rupees, we get an entire piece of heart. That's really nice. So yeah, a lot of people can miss that one because they don't think to bomb just random areas in the ground. Alright, so now we are done here, and now we're going to want to go to the Lon Lon Ranch. Please excuse that flicker right there. For some reason my capture card likes to turn the screen blank for a moment and then continue. Anyway, be right back. Now that we've entered the Lon Lon Ranch, you're going to want to turn it to night if it's not already night when you enter. Now it is time to get all the gold Skulltulas we missed while we were here the first time. The reason why I didn't get some of the gold Skulltulas that were available at the time was because I felt it was better to come back with the boomerang when I could get all of them. Instead of not necessarily wasting my time just to get 2 or 3, but so it would be more convenient for those who like doing one area at a time. So the first one is up on the barn. Alright, we got the gold Skulltula. I think the next place we're going to want to go is around this way. There are crows flying around at night that will come down and try to attack you. There's nothing on this gate right here, or that wall, but on the back of this feeder is a gold Skulltula. This is the feeding shelter for the horses. And as you can tell, that bird went straight through me because I was in the middle of a cutscene. The next one is up on the wall right here. Alright, go away. Go away, bird. Anyway, gold Skulltula. Okay, I really don't know why my capture card does that. It's really... I don't know, maybe it's my AV cables. I really don't know. It just does that sometimes, and it gets annoying, so I'm sorry if it does it. And if it keeps doing it, I'm going to start a new session so that I can continue without it doing this so much. Alright, so the next few that we can get, we need a power we can get from the Great Fairy right outside of Hyrule Castle. I'm going to check this one spot for Skulltulas really quickly. Alright, so in this hole right here will be a gold Skulltula. I couldn't remember if you needed a certain power in order to get it, but all you need is the boomerang and slingshot. So what you want to do is get it. Come on. and the boomerang will take care of it. Another nice thing is that it will stun the big Skulltulas, the boomerang will, that is. And now it is time to return to no? Golly, I'm messing up. Now it is time to go around and plant all the magic beans that we need, and just basically finish up by heading to Hyrule Castle. Alright, so the first magic bean that we're going to want to plant is in the graveyard. It is probably one of the more important magic beans. I'm going to plant only the important ones for the time being out of all the ones that I can. So you'll have to I apologize for all the cutting that's going to happen if you don't like jump cuts or things like that. So before we progress, we're going to want to change it tonight so that we can get that Skulltula that was hanging on the wall while we were here earlier. Alright, so this is where the magic bean goes. We already got the bug out of this one, or the Skulltula out of this one earlier. So that's not an issue. And the other ones we're going to want to plant are in right outside of Dodonga's Cavern, inside the Lost Woods, and where's the other one that we need to do? Not need to do, but want to do. I can't remember. Well, I'll remember, it's just that I'm kind of spacing on where all the places are. Anyway, so now we're going to want to head to Death Mountain Trail. I'll see you in a moment. Alright, so upon entering Death Mountain Trail, you may have noticed this bombable wall right here that I seem to have ignored earlier. Well, I didn't ignore it, it's just that we couldn't get what was inside until we had the boomerang, so I just avoided getting this gold Skulltula right here. Okay, that was a fail. Okay, a little higher. This is why I don't like using the boomerang for gold Skulltulas, at least, because you can't lock on to anything. Anyway, so if you remember, right up here is another magic bean plant. Or magic... Why do I keep saying magic bean plant when it's not a magic bean plant yet? This is where we plant magic beans. Anyway, so yeah, that is where we need to plant that one. And now I am going to use the shortcut to Goron City to get to the Lost Woods. So I will see you all in a moment. Alright, so upon entering the Lost Woods, from the Goron City exit, you're going to want to head over here. Now, since some of you may be confused as to where to go, I'm going to exit and re-enter, just to show you all where you need to go. Alright, so first you want to enter, of course, then you want to go right, then left. That's the Goron City passage. Then you want to go right again. That is the right outside the Zora's River passage. Left again. And you want to go left. And right here is where the Deku Stick upgrade was acquired, if you remember. And we want to plant a magic bean right here. Again, I got the gold Skulltula from here earlier. I'm just revisiting and planting beans. So now, let's see, we have 2 more magic beans. Where we want to plant them next would be Zora's River and the other one can go pretty much anywhere we want to. So I'm going to take the shortcut and go to the Zora's River. I'm not going to cut ahead because I'm right here, of course. This is right outside the waterfall. Alright, so... yeah. Anyway. Sorry for the lack of commentary, guys. There's just not a lot to say when we're just getting gold Skulltulas, at least not for me. I'm not really the overly talkative type. So, I'm sorry if I'm a bit boring. Maybe I'll have my sister guest commentate sometime, so it's a little less monotonous just listening to my voice non-stop. Okay, that was a bit glitchy. Alright, so if you remember, there's a soil patch right by the Magic Bean Salesman. Usually most people, their first time through this game, will plant it right there just to see what it does, but this is one of the least important in the game, but at the same time it's one of the most useful. How many rupees do we need to buy one? $70 rupees. Okay, we'll buy another one. That way we can plan another one if we need to. Alright, so the last stop that we want to do, that we want to go to, I should say, will be... actually, it's time to go to the castle. As we approach the castle, it gets very dark and foreboding. And that was Link's nightmare from the beginning of the game. So what we want to do is dive down and get this special item. Or fail. We got the Ocarina of Time. This is the royal family's hidden treasure, which Zelda left behind. It glows with a mystical light.